Hello, my name is Rin, and today I am reacting to the last original soundtrack for The Jungle. It's called In the End, and it's by Off Jumpol, my GMMTV #1 husband. I love this man so much. He is so pretty. Um, yeah, so I'm actually kind of glad that this was the last of the OSTs to come out because I mean save the best for last, why don't you? um no Pine, his character in the show, had many flaws. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that he was the best dude ever. No, he had many flaws. Actually, all of the Jungle Boys had flaws about them. Uh yeah, every single one of them had something not so great about them. But I think Pine was the most flawed one. His character was, like, for the most part of the series, kind of in the background as like mystery. Didn't really know much about him, but he kind of just had that vibe about him, which I loved. Um, and yeah, so when we kind of got to his part of the story, and we kind of got an explanation as to why he was the way he was, made so much sense. But also it kind of showed us how flawed he is as a person. So I really loved the the show for giving us these damaged characters, but kind of also showing us their good sides as well. So I appreciate that. Obviously there were some characters that um in with a show that has such a big cast of people, there are obviously going to be people that you're not going to vibe with sometimes, which I think is actually kind of good because it just shows that there are different uh personality types in each of these characters. Some you're going to be attracted to, some you're not going to be attracted to, and so yeah, I really appreciate that. And sometimes you're going to like some of the characters and you're not gonna like their behavior or what they represent, but you'll find good things about them, which I did with Pine. Again, love off, so I think I was always gonna try and find something good about his character. But I think it was great that they kind of gave these characters more than just like, this is a bad guy, this is a good girl, this is a, boring person, this is blah, they were all kind of uh complicated people. And like, even though, because again there were so many of them and each kind of coupling had like a set amount of time, they still showed us what we needed to know about them for us to either like them or not like them, or feel sympathy for them or not feel sympathy for them. So I think the series did a really good job with that. Anyways, this video I've been looking forward to the most, um because my husband, and also because when I was watching the series and like off I mean Pine and August part came up, like I like those two, explosive. The chemistry between the two of them was really, really good. And August is one of my favorite female characters in the show. She, like, her and Florence, just badass women, and I loved it. They did not back down, they did not stand for anybody's BS. Whereas Florence was more of like this sweet kind of, everybody likes her, she's very kind, smiley girl. And August kind of had this attitude about her where she, she drank hard liquor, and she had one night stands, and she was one of the guys, and I loved that about her. But they both kind of had this thing where they didn't take anyone's BS, and I loved that about them. Um, and also, one of my favorite things about August's character is each of the characters in the show kind of was represented by an animal. August was the only female character in the show that wasn't represented by a prey animal. Like she's not someone to be preyed upon. So I loved her. So Pine and August relationship, very explosive, very in your face, and just gritty and messy, and I loved every second of it. I did. I loved it. So I'm excited to watch this video. So let's go. Look at him. Just look at him, sir. Ooh, you do things to me. I think his voice has gotten so much better. Like, I'm really loving the development that he has been putting into his acting and the singing. Like, you can tell that he's really putting in an effort. Before, when he first started acting, he wasn't the strongest actor. And he wasn't the best singer either. But he's gotten so good over the past couple of years. And I like this rapping part. It's pretty cute. This guitar part is really, really good. Wow. I love him. That song is good as well. So good. Anyway, I love uh August and Pine's whole relationship. Like I said at the beginning, theirs was the most messy and most complicated of the bunch, but it just worked so well because they just they just fit together so perfectly. Like, and I love the lyrics in this song where he's like, I didn't I wasn't trying to fall in love with you, but I lost the battle. And like I think it kind of represents both of them, not just Pine. I think that first part of the song where he before before the beat drops, but like that part of him where he was saying like what did he say, like I'm not the kind of person who gets obsessed or something like that, like, and then he kind of goes into the whole um I didn't mean to fall in love with you stuff. But that first bit, that first, like, I don't know, like 10, 20 seconds of the song, 30 seconds even, was is the version of him after August. And the rest of the song and like towards the end, especially the music video itself, is like during August and the end of uh well, after. um so I really like that vibe that it kind of showed the progression of their um relationship where they kind of both uh thought they didn't want something but ended up both wanting that thing, him more than her, at the beginning. um his boy, let me tell you, when I said he was flawed, it, man's jealousy got the better of him. um his jealousy got the better of him in this drama, and it wow. But that the version of Pine, like the version of him before August and like was like, so before August, during August, after August, three different people. Three completely different people. And this is what I'm saying about off being like um like him really, you can really tell that he is trying to develop his skills as an actor, because if you watch the first thing I ever saw of him um was that Poppy Honey series, um with him and Gunn. It's not a BL, but they were the BL couple in it, like side couple, I guess. That series, if you look at, like, I'm not trying to be mean or anything, I'm just being honest. His acting in that was not the best. It wasn't. It simply was not. Okay, but if you watch the shows that he's done in between and like compare it to, this is his latest drama, compare it, his acting has gotten so much better. So much better. And his singing, because I found this out a little while ago. GMM makes most of their money from the music that they produce. So that's why a lot of the actors in the shows for the GMMTV shows also do like the whole singing thing and have concerts and things like that, because that's how the company makes most of their money. So it's not a big surprise that most of the actors also sing. And it's not shocking that maybe some of them don't have the best voice ever. So now I'm not saying he can't sing, but I'm saying his singing has gotten a lot better since like some of the older songs that I've heard. And I applaud anybody who is going to take the time to perfect their craft, to better themselves. If they've heard criticism in the past and they actually do something to make it better. Like, I love that. Like, hello? The man has come so far. And it's why he's one of my favorite GMMTV people. He's literally proved himself to be one of, like, you know, the best actors on the roster over there. Um because he's literally just he's worked really hard to get to where he is, and I like that about him. But yeah, I love the song, love the music video, love the series. Again, I highly recommend it if you haven't seen it yet. And if you have seen it but you haven't watched my reactions to it, maybe give those a little watch. If you want to. Not trying to force anybody to do anything. But yeah, I had fun watching this series. And I hope that there's more shows like this one, where the characters pull you in and the story keeps you engaged and the drama is just good, you know? I want more of that because I never used to watch like Thai shows if they weren't really BLs, because I tried a couple and I was just bored. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I was just bored and it didn't really do it for me. But recently kind of started watching, I think the thing is I tried watching some romance like Lacrons, non-BL shows. And it just wasn't it for me. But the more gritty the series, the more I'm enjoying it, I have to admit. So yeah, I'm liking that whole grittiness of it. um so yeah, thank you again for watching the uh reactions to this music video. Thank you for watching the reactions to the series if you watched those. Yeah, and I will see you in another video. Bye.